EG need to play and just try to end the game early.
Yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a game because game 1 was amazing. Now, the healing ward, like you talked about, being able to help withstand a bunch of pushing. If Keeper, Zai, if he's as farmed as he was last game, he's gonna get that Ags. Then the pushing becomes that much easier as well. So you can never underestimate the power. Do I even want to bring this up? You in the same call? You're just gonna talk about it for like 30 minutes.
Keeper of the Light Ags?
Keeper of the Light Ags, you need to put him mid, and he will do so well.
No.
No?
You don't need to. It's good.
Are you saying I'm not imitating you correctly? It sounds just like you. What is CK's movement speed? 325.
Yeah. I think they're discussing whether Luna is the fastest hero in the game. And she is by 5.
30 seconds.
But yeah, Keeper of the Light being played by Zai. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Ags come out. He generally gets a lot of farm. Probably mech force Ags, or maybe Ags first, or maybe mech Ags, not no force. There's a lot of opportunities or a lot of different builds for him. The reason I like Ags a lot is it's extremely good for what EG need in this game, which is to end the game early. They can keep the creeps alive against Chakram, they can keep the heroes alive against the burst damage. And if you have that together with a mech and a pipe, your pushing power is pretty much unmatched. And even a March of the Machines will not clear the wave if you time the Illuminate well. So I think that would be a really good choice for this particular game.
Kuro's gonna find a double damage. Let's just go over the lineups real quick. Timbersaw on the off lane, S4 will be playing him. Simba again on the Timbersaw, or on the Tinker. Team Tinker, in other words. He was the savior Team Secret last game. Puppy, as you mentioned, on the Venomancer. Kuro, Chaos Knight, and Big Daddy No Tail on your favorite hero, Lina. Which isn't actually your favorite hero, but I say that every time. Honestly, when you were when you were playing pro in the later stages of your career, I just remember you feeding on the hero every game. That's why when I see Lina, I think of you.
You're a really good friend.
Love you. It's your turn to go over EG's lineup.
Okay. So bottom lane is going to be a very unusual lane for EG. It's going to be Prophet and Caudle, played by Universe and Zai.
Perfectly normal. Do this in pubs, it's good.
Fear, Solo Mid Juggernaut. And top lane is going to be PPD on Ogre and Arteezy on the Luna. This is not an easy lane for S4. Ogre is very good at these early game fist fights with any melee hero. S4 is just tanking this up. He really wants the experience. He's getting to pay for it though.
My goodness.
PPD just
certainly
care.
Is. Well, he is level 2. So he.
Ogre, I'm Ogre Magic.
No,
that's an orc.
Okay, Cinder, you got me. It's an orc. I'm sorry. I have to actually listen to his lines. I can't do the high pitched one. But anyway, one of the best voice actors in the game.
I think
for
the
sure.
First Blood universe is just toast.
Reality Rift into Chaos Bolt, into the stun that I will refuse to use the name because it's a horrible name for Big Daddy No Tail. Universe is going to get first blooded, and No Tail is the one that gets all that gold. Alright,
lots of gold for the Lina. Probably.
Sorry, this is on the list of one of the worst names for a spell, Light Strike Array.
Why don't you like that?
It's just awful.
I'm pretty sure I think it's named after an anime, right? That's also where Laguna Blade is from.
Why would you be asking me that? You know, I don't watch anime. I don't know.
I think Lina's the character Lina in this game is actually based off some sort of anime character, but I could be wrong. But I'm almost 100% sure that both of those abilities are named specifically after that. Whereas Dragon Slave, I'm not sure of, and Fury Soul, I think is just generic. So, but yeah,
Trivia with Cinderin.
Yeah.
Very useful. Now you guys can all chat in your games when Lina is picked, which is never. And give that amazing trivia to the enemy team.
Hey, Lina Picker, did you know that Light Strike Array is from an anime character?
I did not know that actually. Okay, S4.
Oh, thanks for the insight.
S4 is level 3, hasn't leveled anything past the level 1 of reactive armor, so just waiting to see if he needs something for a getaway sequence. But can they get a kill on him, you think, with Luna Ogre?
They have to initiate.
Ogre level 2?
Well, the initiation has to start when S4 has less than 3/4 health. Then I think they can. And PPD is doing what he can to make that happen. I was not really worth the stun.
Whoa. What's he doing? Okay, he's playing it balls deep. Just nothing normal. Nothing unusual. Nothing normal. Yes, thank you. Bottom lane in the meantime.
Yeah.
No Tail blocking out Zai. He's forced to go the other way. Good thing he's on a horse, so he's going to be pretty fast, but not fast enough There's the stun from everybody in between. Puppy even getting experience for that, and Lena again stealing the kill.
Yeah, that was a good KS. That's gonna give them arcanes. That was the best heroes to get the kill on. There we go. Now Kuro's ready.
Lane. Stun onto Timbersaw, not the greatest Timber chain of all time. And Ogre Magic is gonna right click very easily. Universe, I'm pretty sure he got experience for that. Hopefully that was worth it for him, if you're an EG fan. 4-minute rune, boundary rune's gonna be top. Simba's gonna be able to bottle that, no problem. And in the meantime, no tail. So both runes go on the wave of Team Secret. What do you think of it? So tell me about Juggernaut mid. We don't see that very often.
He's actually pretty good mid, because he's extremely hard to gank. He's very hard to hold down in the lane as well, because he can just heal up with Healing Ward, or if he's contested heavily for farm, he can just farm it with Blade Fury. He is, like, there's pretty much no hero in the game that just flat out beats him in lane, so that's great, but he just, it's also just the whole thing about, okay, so what's the trade-off? How much do you actually get out of putting him mid? Like, levels on this hero is great. How good is the farm? How well does he use the runes? There's some runes he's really good with, some not so good, but overall, I think he's in a really good spot in the mid lane. And you're seeing it here. He's tied against the Tinker as a melee hero. That's pretty good.
He's about to hit 6. And he does. He can spin, doesn't have enough for ult though. If he can bottle up, actually, in fact, he's not going to have enough for both in general. I'm used to seeing the Juggernaut going like 2 in stats, so you can actually Blade Fury then Omni Slash right after, but not going to be the case.
I think he should ferry out 2 or 3 branches for his magic wand now, so he has the mana pool. It's very important to be able to use these 2 spells in succession, I would say. You can do it with a bottle if you have, of course, charges in it, which he doesn't, or especially if you have a regen, then it's so fast that the risk of losing out your mana regen is very low. But very difficult. Oh, this ward is just placed at the perfect time from Simba. This rotation is just a waste. But
he also makes it obvious that it is there, so perhaps a counter ward will be coming soon. And PPD is forced to leave the lane in shame. Poor Ogre Magi. I'm really happy that this hero has found a place in the competitive scene, because it's just a fun hero to watch as a spectator. Agreed? Good. I'm glad.
Which hero was that?
Oh. You don't listen to me, S4 getting stunned by PPD. He's gonna Timber Chain away.
Oh, PP, okay.
Well, Ogre Magi is pretty beefy, so he can take the tower, no problem.
But
He's not gonna be able to find him.
He almost died to the tower there.
Oh, you're right, Arteezy.
He will get a salve from PPD here, but...
Is he going Midas on Luna?
Looks like it. He's also the biggest farmer in the game, and I think going... See, that's the threat by going Midas. Sure, you're getting good farm, but you're building for the kind of game that I think you're gonna lose. So I'm not completely convinced by that choice, because I mean, do you agree with me that they probably don't really stand a good chance late game, or do you think they have a chance to make like an even late game?
I think they have a good late game.
Simba.
Ulti is all he needs, but there's a creep wave. Yeah. Oh, actually a very long. Oh, actually, is this gonna be enough? He's gonna bottle up. He's gonna be okay. But Omni Slash is wasted. Oh, Nature's Prophet. One more right click. Yes, just enough to take him out. Universe is gonna get turned on by Big Daddy No Tail, who does not unfortunately have ultimate of hers, Laguna Blade. Kuroki a little bit late on the TP.
Okay, I feel like whenever I watch Universe play Prophet, like I've seen him play a lot of games, he always has an 800 range right click that secures the last hit. Like every single time, once or twice per game, like always. That kill looked like it wasn't gonna happen. We're talking like a tenth of a second and he misses that kill, but he always gets it.
They might go for Juggernaut here. If he gets a little bit closer, they can Reality Rift into a Chaos Bolt, followed by everything from Lena, which is the one spell, since she doesn't... Oh, now she has enough. Good job. Arcane Boots for the win. Rune coming up in 15 seconds. This is going to be crucial for Fear. We can actually use something. He does have enough for Blade Fury, so he can... That's the thing about going against a Chaos Knight in this case. You can easily Blade Fury out of the stun.
Might want to try to fight Kuro. Uh-oh. PPD. Okay, I guess he does not want to fight Kuro. I think he... Okay. Kuro's gonna let him get away with that. Right. I thought he was...
Well, he was trying to get that kill. He wanted the rune. It's a double damage after all. It's a beauty. Arteezy. Okay, he went lifesteal, so no Midas. Lifesteal right away.
Helm of the Dominator.
Is he stacking right now?
Yeah. So now I'm assuming he'll get 1 or 2 points in Lunar Blessing and then maxing out Moonglaive. Maybe even maxing Moonglaive first.
This range creep's not gonna last very long.
I think if you do the math, just comparing Midas to Helm of the Dominator, if you get it this early and you stack perfectly, then it's probably better than Midas, apart from maybe a bit of the XP. I think the gold is definitely better on the Dominator build-up, and I think it's also a more valuable item than Midas itself. Like having the armor.
You're gonna get Midas, You're gonna get Helm of Dominator anyways, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, S4, nowhere you can go. He was just about his level 6. Not that it really would have changed anything. They're gonna transition this into a tier 1 tower. No problem.
Top tower is
Let's see
under
the
attack.
fight recap. Useful. Next.
They got gold
Radiant
and experience
structures are
and dealt
fortified.
damage.
Radiant's
Absolutely.
Tier
top
1's
tower
gone.
is under
There's
attack.
no way of defending that. That's one weakness Secret's lineup has so far.
No way or some
wait,
way.
what?
The question. What? They're scared by
Well,
the Timber Saw and
Timber
Lena.
comes in and gets level 6, but I think they could have probably forced that one down, but they're afraid of the other missing heroes. I guess they don't know exactly what position Puppy was in, but I probably did, because they see Zai scouting him out here, and well, they'll get it eventually, I guess, but a little bit of caution
Dire's
from
middle
EG.
tower is under attack.
Zai is level 5 with 800 gold in the bank, so yeah, if this game goes 30 minutes, he'll have an Ags at the very least, if not more. Right now he's not getting that much farm, but he's getting the levels, which is more important, I think. Puppy forced out, as Venomancer in the mid lane. Kuroki has the double damage activated and a bounty rune
Regeneration.
to add insult to injury. He can find somebody bottom lane, but of course it is Juggernaut. It's gonna be a very tough kill with just him. But Zai, that's something juicy. Let's see if he goes for Reality Rift. There we go. Oh my God, look at that damage. A 3-second stun is more than enough. The spin, or the stun from Omnislash is almost enough to secure the getaway. But it will be a trade at the end of the day. So 1 for 1.
What a great
What was it?
trade
Was it
for
worth
EG.
it? I don't know.
Great trade for EG. They sacrifice a Coddle for a Chaos Knight who also uses his double damage rune that could have been really impactful. And it's Fear getting that gold. So he's starting to look really good on his Juggernaut. Currently almost 50 CS from a 10-minute mid lane, which is good. And gets level 9 as well. Getting close to level 11, which is a huge benchmark for Juggernaut. Getting from 3 to 6 jumps on Omnislash is a really big deal.
Seems as if Zai is going for that mechanism before the
Dire's
Axe.
middle tower
Maybe
is
not
under
a
Arteezy
attack.
is just out-farming everyone's land.
Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Oh, Luna! Ultimate and Kuroki gets blown up. Arteezy only at half HP. S4 and No-Tail are forced back. And the tier 1 tower goes down in the favor of EG as well. And they're just going to continue to push, it looks like.
I need to be a little bit careful, but Arteezy will heal quite a bit from just attacking the creeps. Still think he cannot pursue this, but look at how farmed Arteezy is. And this is without even starting on the Ancients. He hasn't started on that yet.
Dire's
It's gonna
bottom
be
tower is
completely
under
crazy
attack.
once he gets that influx of gold. That's almost a BKB at like, I think
Radiant's
14 minutes
middle tower
is
is under
realistic.
attack.
14-minute BKB Helm of the Dominator.
Can you tell me about
That's
the range
huge.
creep HP regeneration? It like goes up by like 6 or 7 randomly. It's not a
Radiant's
constant
middle
amount.
tower is under
Really
attack.
odd.
Wait, what?
See that?
Yeah.
I don't get it. What am I missing? Something.
Only
Explain
in
it to
Captain's
me,
Draft.
Cinderwin. Yeah, that's a new feature added to
Dire's
Captain's
bottom
Draft. Your
tower
range
is
creeps that
under
you take
attack.
over the Helm of the Dominator actually have random numbers of HP regeneration so you can stack to your heart's content.
I don't recall seeing anywhere that Helm of the Dominator creeps have like a percentage-based HP regen, which is not linear, but which is in ticks.
Well, as a result, he's
Eh.
able to actually stack with this, which I don't think is normally the case, right? These things die after a couple stacks normally. Not
Oh,
mistaken.
yeah, they probably die earlier, but it's also that he, of course, one thing that
Dire's
definitely
middle
did get
tower
changed in the
is
patch
under
was that
attack.
dominated creeps get plus health, 250 bonus health, which makes a big difference. So, goes from 300
Mini
to
Chen
550.
creep. Alright, now that No-Tail has that burst damage in Laguna Blade, they're going to smoke up with Kuroki. If they can find Arteezy. Of course, Arteezy's ult down for another 60 seconds or so. And if they find him, he's pretty much dead. There's nothing they can do. TP support could be there. Nothing for... Nope, they don't have any TPs on the support, so this would be... Not that they know, of course. If they dive the tower, he's dead. Ends up being the case. Of course, Chaos Knight, not a hero we see that often. We've seen a little bit more lately. Remember we had a big argument at the NA hub about how bad he was or how good he was. We're a proponent that he actually still...
Yeah, I think he's one of the absolute best late game heroes when there's not as crazy
AoE.
amount of AoE damage to destroy his Phantasm, especially now that it lasts for 34 seconds and can spawn another illusion. Like, this
Almost
game's
ran
crazy.
into Chaos Knight Lina. Instead, he gets
Dyer's
recalled
bottom tower is
by
under
Keeper of the
attack.
Light and can now work on this. Is that a quadruple stack? Something like that.
I think it might even be...
Might be more. 5, maybe? I cannot
Not
count.
sure. Well, he
And
went
now
for
it's
the
smoked by
Yasha.
EG.
So not getting the fast BKB, just going full farm build. Arteezy is really aiming for
Dyer's top tower
the later
is
part of the
under
mid game.
attack.
Is goodbye
Easy,
puppy.
easy kill.
EG are just
And with
playing
that-
a really solid early game. They're not really taking as many towers as I thought they were planning to, and that's the one problem they might face later on, is that, well, eventually they're going to have to push high ground. They've let Tinker free farm. We saw it in game number
Dyer's
1,
top tower is under attack.
but maybe this time they have a better draft at
Radiant's
it.
bottom tower is under attack.
Arteezy is taking the
Dyer's
stack with
structures
relative
are
ease.
fortified.
And what does he go now? Does he go straight into BKB or something like that? I mean, he doesn't finish Manta yet, right? That's normal. Oh, even Universe finishes his Orchid.
14
14
minute
minutes
Orchid.
in the jungle, not too shabby.
Radiant's
But
bottom tower has fallen.
that's going to be amazing against Timbersaw if they can actually initiate properly. Omni
also
Slash
really good
onto
against
Kuroki! Oh, he uses Phantasm to dodge the last Omni Slash, but it's not going to matter. Fear gets Laguna bladed, but in the end, No Tail's the one taken out, so 2 dead right off the bat for this fight. S4. Oh!
What a
Almost got the
surprise,
TP off.
Universe with a last second auto attack from Nature's Prophet. Who would have expected that?
That's good timing. That's good timing.
Every single time.
And he's getting recalled into the mid lane, so they can help push this tier 1 mid.
Secret
looking
cannot
pretty
afford
good.
to make these players. That was just a huge mistake. That cost them a few thousand golden experience as well as a tower. Now Caudle has a mech. EG are in a position where they could probably take Roche pretty much at will when Fear has ultimate available again. They're farming better, they're controlling the map better, they've taken more towers. I mean, game 1 was looking great for them too, so I'm not counting Secret out, but I think this one is even harder for them.
Well, they don't have a Tiny, so Tiny is always one of those wild cards.
Now,
Even
they have
without a
Chaos
Wisp.
Knight instead, who is incredible in late game for this game. So.
Well, but that's the thing. Like, you only have the Phantasms for so long, as opposed to Tiny, who always has that big, juicy stick of his, you know?
Yeah, and we haven't talked about Blinding Light. I actually haven't mentioned how good that is against Chaos Knight, because that's the thing about him in the late game, is that, yeah, sure, you've got some extremely powerful illusions, and oh wow, okay. You've got some extremely powerful illusions, but what if they're just all blinded us? They do get a kill here on PPD. It's gonna go to Lina.
Last right click going the way of No Tail,
And
and
the
this is
tower
going to be
as
a
well.
tier 1.
But
Dyer's top
the
tower
Blinding
has
Light, I
fallen.
believe, with level 3 Spirit Form lasts 5 full seconds. So that's a big part of Kuro's fighting potential just down the drain, and he cannot... The thing is, he cannot item build against it. Like, there's nothing he can get that makes his illusions magic immune, or... they do have True Strike with MKB, I suppose, so he has to get... That's the solution, I guess. So, MKB is probably a must-have as a 5th or 6th item, but it's generally not something you
Dyer's top tower is
really
under attack.
want to get on CK.
Mid lane takes a cast bolt to the face, but he does use his mech, and now Secret's the one on the run. Puppy's stuck in the trees, and so is Kuroki. Trees are not your friend. 2 dead.
Radiant's
EG
bottom tower
just
is
showing
under
their
attack.
dominance early. Timbersaw is invisible. He could go for a kill on PPD. He's going to finish him off really easily. Oh, Laguna Blade! Yes, it's enough to take out Luna. This is a huge turnaround for Secret.
Dyer's
Ends up being a 2
middle
for
tower
3
is
after
under attack.
losing 2 right off the bat. EG or Secret, unbelievable turnaround, and it was all set up by the invisibility on Timbersaw.
I did not expect
Dyer's
that
middle tower
to come
is
at that point.
under attack.
Arteezy, his Eclipse, I think he cast it and it didn't even hit a beam. It might have hit one, and then he died to Laguna Blade.
Unfortunately, it's not
Dyer's
like
middle
Epicenter
tower
that
is
just
under
goes off
attack.
continually.
Yeah, if that was like
Dyer's
Epicenter, he would have killed
structures
Lina.
are fortified.
Straight up, but now it's on cooldown for 2 minutes as well. And this means Secret can put quite a bit of pressure, and still, Simba just maximizing the farm, slowly getting there. Is this game 1 again?
I don't know. It's just the Tiny. I thought the Tiny was their one. Okay. Tinker. Where did that happen? Getting killed by... Oh, it's the Orchid. That's right. So Universe's Orchid paying in dividends. picked up for both Timbersaw and Tinker. I didn't even realize Tinker was in the game. I forgot completely Tinker was even in this game. But regardless, what does he have right now? He has Boost of Travel and Blink, so he's farming really well. Fear, Omni Slash onto Venom. Is it enough to get the kill? It certainly is. Blade Fury's out. Not sure if Secret can catch up to him. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. So 2 kills going the way of EG. Other than that one engagement that got turned around, they're taking kills left and right with almost no trades coming the way of Secret.
They have a really good lineup for it as well. Juggernaut and Prophet are really good at this stage in the game at just either solo killing or combining for kills. When you have an Orchid and Maelstrom and 19 minutes in on a Prophet like this, he can solo the Tinker as you saw before. And I like this aggression a lot from Universe because why don't you just take over the enemy jungle and shut down the Tinker that way? You easily have the better team right now if the fights break out in the Radiant jungle, so put pressure on them, reduce their map control, take a couple of towers, and then suddenly you farm 2/3 of the map with a lineup that's perfect at it. That's like one of the biggest advantages of Nature's Prophet is that while your entire team is controlling the enemy jungle, he can farm your own.
Juggernaut working on his Aghanim Scepter. At least I assume it's not just a casual point booster. I mean, Arteezy. I don't mind Scotty. Not this early, but you know I love Scotty. I'm on Hani's side with the Scotty. Not gonna lie. Armlet picked up finally Rogi. So a night. What do you think of the timing of this?
Very
Obviously
late.
not the timing he wants, but can this make a difference?
Yes, and it's still the right choice because it makes the Phantasms that much stronger. It's about 500 health and then he triggers Phantasm, so it's definitely still the right choice. It's not, if it was like 30 minutes in, then maybe I would be like, okay, really? But this can still have a huge impact. And he is being scouted out now by Fear. 15 seconds in his ultimate. If you want to try this, they're going to go for it.
Fear does not have Omni Slash. He gets off his Blade Fury though, and this stage of the game, that does a lot of damage. Obviously it tapers off and it turns into just magic immunity than anything else. More than enough to get the kill. And Tier 1 tower goes down in favor of EG. They're going to continue this push. Omni Slash is now up.
Really fast.
He has level 2 ult. They're going to back up. What do you think about Arteezy getting Manta right away? I thought he was going to go casual Yasha and then get Manta later. He gets a new range creep to stack for him.
On the way they're playing and how well they're controlling the map, he might as well maximize his farming potential. I don't see a threat from Secret at this point in the game where suddenly he needs the BKB to... If they wanted to end the game right now, then sure. But it doesn't seem like it's their plan. So he can just continue to farm up, use the Manta to split push, use the Manta to maybe even dodge the, what's it called, the Chaos Bolt, which is pretty easy, actually. It doesn't travel that fast. And if he can dodge that with the Manta invulnerability, that's huge. So it's not all bad. I think it's pretty good.
Did you catch that kill by any chance? I blame
No.
you. I blame you. I was so enthralled in what you were saying, since you blame me for not listening to you. But Fear did use his ultimate and got a pretty relatively easy kill.
He killed S4, and then I think he almost got no tail as well, but he died to a neutral camp, so there might have been a Prophet involved in that. I'm pretty sure there was.
There's always a Prophet involved.
That's one thing that was a pretty significant part of the kill overview from Dota 1 that never got ported to Dota 2. When someone dies, it doesn't say assists in the chat. And
that's true.
It's kind of weird because I've thought about it on multiple times. I've been like, well, why don't they do it? Or maybe it clutters the screen too much. Maybe people think it's irrelevant, but I think it's very informative and not too intrusive. And it would be nice to see for every kill who is assisting to it as well, because it also puts a lot of it gives like screen time. Okay, so this is a little bit on a psychological level, but it highlights the killer a lot more than the team play. So kill stealing in that way is a bit more quote-unquote rewarding because you're the only name that gets shown on the screen and the others don't. If everyone who contributes gets shown, then you feel like you're more part of a team effort. So
are you talking about for pubs?
It could make a difference.
Are you talking about for pubs? I can understand for a spectator standpoint where you want to see the assist and all that.
I think it's for both. It would be an improvement. But maybe I'm taking it too far with my thoughts, but I don't see why not. It clutters too much. Oh, Puppy gets off the Nova. And, oh, Universe can reach the Sprout. He's slithering.
He's slithering away with all his might. The Ignite is here. Gets off a Gale. Universe is getting really low, and he ends up going down.
Radiant's top tower is under
Is it gonna be a trade?
I cannot believe Puppy survived that.
Me neither. Well, Laguna Blade, unfortunately the stun miss from No Tail. Here we have Chaos Knight along with Omni Slash. Omni Slash is up already, getting a kill. Luna in the meantime just pushing top lane by herself. Is this gonna be worth it?
No.
Hiroki getting really
Radiant's
low.
top tower is under attack.
Gonna try to armor toggle out of this. She will get killed.
Radiant's top tower
Arteezy
has
in the
fallen.
meantime continues the pressure.
Are you
Only
serious?
one
Radiant's
alive
top
for
barracks are
Secret.
under attack.
Arteezy's gonna fall back. My goodness. All
So
for
that's
the nature's
right
profit.
there, giving value. That was so much more useful than Kibby for that. Now he almost has a butterfly too. He is so damn rich. 14k in a 24-minute game. His GPM is currently 600 without Midas. Sure, he had the Dominator though, so let's say it's similar. but
Radiant's
still, 600
middle
GPM,
tower
24
is
minutes in,
under attack.
without a kill. He has 3 assists. This is just raw farm and towers almost. Insane farm performance.
Unfortunately,
they're
S4
17k gold XP ahead. Do you think
Radiant's middle
this
tower
time
is
they're
under
not
attack.
fucking losing? There's no way. There's just no way.
Well, I'm not gonna call it till the fat lady sings. But yeah, this is worse than the previous game for sure.
Radiant's bottom tower is
More of
under
a lead,
attack.
I should say. Here, I feel like he's invisible half the game. I don't understand how he gets every single invisibility rune. Omni Slash is up with Aghanim Scepter, so that is, was it 12 bounce, 12 slashes? Aye, this is gonna be rough. Of course, I don't think he can kill Chaos Knight by himself.
He
With
could,
Phantasm,
probably.
I'm not sure with
okay, Puppy's
Phantasm.
dead.
Yeah. Bye! See ya! Wish there was a taunt that you could like use your voice so the enemy team can hear you.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be a great idea.
Nobody would abuse it, Cinder. Come on, you gotta have faith in the Dota 2
Radiant's bottom
community.
tower is under attack.
Don't have faith?
Oh, this is something we've seen before.
Oh boy.
Well, Simba's setting up for it again.
Oh, S4.
Late game Tinker.
Cyclone. Oh. He was gonna live, but not long enough. Multicast
Radiant's bottom
on the
tower
blood.
has
Bloodlust
fallen.
is so disgusting. We haven't used that word this tournament. That was the word last tournament. Patented. Disgusting. Yeah, Bloodlust is the most disgusting buff. I freaking love it. Fear and Company is gonna back down his tower. Already at half HP. Poison Nova is up. That's something to take into consideration. But of course, there is a mech on Zai who's working on his Aghanim Scepter. Another 900 gold to go. So my prediction of 30-minute Ags was actually correct. For one time in my life, I'm correct. And Sheepstick now in Universe. These items
my
are
God.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Redunculous.
And the difference is that this time Arteezy is just a bulldozer. So if he gets in and the tier 3 falls, even if Tinker is standing there and doing his best to defend, if Arteezy has an Aegis and they can't go on him, he will just start hitting the barracks and everyone will get killed by the glaives just bouncing off of the whole base. So this Luna is just totally out of control. And the crazy thing is he's got so much farm, and we keep talking about how big his farm is. He's only 2k ahead of his teammates. So that means both the Juggernaut and the Prophet are also ridiculously farmed. The Axe coming up on Coddle. I think the sweet spot for EG is get Axe on Coddle, hit Daytime, have the Aegis, and go end. Then there's pretty much no chance for Secret to defend anymore.
It'll be tough beyond anything we've ever seen in Captain's Draft, that's for sure. Kuroki, unfortunately, we're 27 minutes in the game. Hasn't really progressed on his items at all past that armlet of Mortigia.
He's got 7 in the last 7 minutes. He's got 2,000 gold, so that's like 300 GPM. You compare
Not
that
what you
to
want on your
600
one.
of Luna, and he's getting outfarmed 2 times by Luna.
I hope we see more of this stacking Ancients with Tandem Midas. It's like a lost art, I feel. I mean, people just go the easy route of Tandem
Radiant's
Midas.
bottom
It's
tower is under attack.
much nicer to watch. Syndrome. Don't you love Tandem Midas?
Yeah, sometimes I
On
like
range creeps.
That's the best.
He always picks like the saddest creeps in the forest. Look at this troll. How can he not be sad? Okay.
Universe might be sad. No, he's gonna be happy. He just dodged a gank. He might not know, but that Lena could have almost soloed him with her
Quick,
full combo.
somebody tweet Universe. You just dodged the gank, bro. Good job. Courtesy of Sunsfan TV and Cinder and Dota. Oh boy. Alright,
Thanks
never
for the
mind.
curse.
Never.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
more. Wait, no, he's dead.
Radiant's
Okay,
middle
goodbye,
tower
universe.
is under attack.
Okay, have the
Great
same
call.
tweet and say JK at the end. Okay, we're gonna have a 1-for-1 trade. Luna ult doing quite a bit of damage. Puppy's gonna get out at least for
That's
now. Omni
also a wrong
Slash.
call so far.
What? What's the wrong call? What did
Oh
I
wait,
say?
never mind. That was the right call. I didn't realize. Never mind.
I'm so lost.
I'm surprised.
I'm so lost. Oh my god, Juggernaut has a freaking refresher orb. Upside might actually die here. This will be a consolation kill for Secret. PPD and company with that double ignite. Kuroki is silenced. He's surrounded by trees.
Wow, he
and
just
Omni Slash will
omni-slashed
rip
them.
through him. Worth it. He literally just said that. Worth it. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
Oh my god, this. Wow.
He has refresher. He doesn't care.
I love this Juggernaut build, by the way. I think it's really cool because the thing is, Aghanim's Scepter Juggernaut is really powerful. So if you hit the timing now with having a fast refresher, just these two ultimates in a row, there's nothing Secret can do about it. They can't stop him from doing it. They don't have an instant silence or a hex. So when they see him coming in and starting the cast animation, there's no way of avoiding it. And he jumps through them 12 times, he refreshes, then they still don't have a way of canceling him unless they perfectly time a Light Strike array when they don't even know where he ends up. And then he uses it again. That shit is just so good, and it's so
That
rewarding
shit,
as well.
son.
Using two Omni Slashes in a row is so damn rewarding.
And I mean, with this gold disadvantage for Secret, they'll be forced to buy back, and then they can't have any item. I mean, seems like a dead end. Any way you look at it, as long as Fear can get off his ulti, as long as the push can continue with people like Keeper of the Light during the day. And now in Aegis, going away with Arteezy, who has 1,300
kill him
gold in the
twice.
bank. He has a BKB now. I believe that's 10 seconds. Yep, has
Yeah.
not used it. Pretty dirty. Oh, and X4, not gonna have any mana. It's gonna be forced back to base in all
Oh,
likelihood.
Kuroki.
Kuroki gets sheeped inside trees. Omni Slash. Boy, he really wants these kills. Alright.
Universe got it though. He didn't.
No, he didn't even get it. That's true.
It's a 70-second cooldown, and he even has a refresher. Why not?
Radiant's middle
Might as well
tower
just jump
is
around.
under attack.
That. Maybe
Jump up,
perhaps they're
jump
not
up,
looking
and
to
get
push
down.
all the way in, just because it's nighttime. So Keeper of the Light will not be able to heal his team. But at the very least, it will be a tier 2.
Radiant's middle
Arteezy.
tower has fallen.
Yeah. He is.
Radiant's middle
Someone
tower
needs to
is
stop
under
this
attack.
Luna. Oh, there's the
Radiant
Yules.
structures are
Lemonade takes
fortified.
Puppy to half HP. Fortification is not going to last too long.
Radiant's bottom
That's
tower
one tier
has
3 down.
fallen.
Arteezy, of course, has the Aegis. Not caring too much
Dire's
about this
top
damage. And here
tower
comes the
is
heal.
under
Oh,
attack.
it's nighttime though, as we talked about. I think you're right. That's what they're waiting for. Daytime to go fully into the base. That's the GG push.
Yeah, that's in about a minute. That's also when Omni Slash and Omni Slash are available in 10 seconds. Okay.
How often is PPD farmed? That's
Yeah,
our
good
last
point.
game, right? He has an axe.
Well, he still has the lowest net worth on his team, so he's staying true to his style. But 7k net worth, 30 minutes in. That's a rarity for PPD. Oh, Kuroki's gonna find him. Oh, who finds who?
Yeah, we'll see. He uses Phantasm, but this is just for a support Ogre Magi. That is how deep we are in this game. That is how desperate Secret has become. Now that Phantasm is gone, that is like, I feel 80% of Kuroki's damage this late. I mean, most of his damage coming from Illusion.
Yeah.
And EG can just play with their food. Kind of like Secret was playing with their food last game. This is kind of redemption to some degree. They're able to push top lane and bottom at the same time. Split push. And a Blink Dagger now in the universe. Pierre going for... Can you do it? He has no mobility to get in good position for a good Omni Slash. That's the only thing he's missing is a Blink Dagger. Get rid of the TP. You don't need TPs. Nobody's gonna push for Secret. Oh. We have... He's gonna Blade Fury. Of course, you always
That's
have the
almost
Blade Fury
impossible
TP.
to time. Getting
Oh
off the
god.
stun
Oh
from a Yules
god.
before that.
Arteezy, double damage, and it's daytime. Time.
Yeah. It doesn't get better than this. Oh well, it does. They could just keep farming, but they really don't need to wait anymore. This is the powerhouse just going down mid. Arteezy wants to push. You can just see he's going down
You can
alone.
see it in his eyes. He doesn't even care that there's a tower here. He's like, let's just collect all these towers first, then start to push. That's the way we do it. Arteezy still has the Aegis, of course, has BKB, doesn't quite have Satanic, but I'm sure that's the next item he will be finishing up there. As Nature's Prophet at top lane takes out Note, so we're going to focus on the base here. Double damage Arteezy with Bloodlust, and the heal from Sai. What are you going to do? Fear, looking for the Omni Slash, gets it on Kuroki, expecting... Oh, nice Cyclone's going to dissipate a lot of the damage, but there comes the refresher. Okay, wasn't the greatest refresher, but gets the kill guard, and in the blink of an eye, the mid-rax is completely demolished. Bottom lane next, Universe pushing top. This is it. There's no coming back from this. Blink Dagger, last resort situation for Puppy. Blinks in, does not even get off his ultimate. Bottom rack's dead. Top racks, GG's come out. A very different story here in game 2 in the Captain's Draft. EG versus Secret. Pretty much a stomp.
Yeah, they just got run over. The whole strategy from EG with how they put their lanes, how they played the early game in the rotations, and it was just they just got outplayed in every aspect of the game. They lost their lanes, they lost on farm, they lost in map control, they got out executed, and EG got better control of the objectives as well. So then it's just a 34-minute game. This could have even ended earlier, but they didn't need to do it. I think they might have had the power to end it at like 25 with an Aegis at that point if they were daring.